If it did, then Shopify versus Dignitas, I believe, would have number 1, 2, and 3 of longest.
Wow. Okay, I kind of want that to happen just because it's really funny.
I think, yeah.
Maybe your vocal cords can handle it. You know what?
Back in my day,
I have faith in you.
All right, thank you.
I believe in you.
We went 98 minutes back in the...
Yeah, in the days before Elder Drake. I was not casting, but
I've heard the stories.
But there were some very long games.
It was 86 for us. Yeah, 86 minutes to dream. That was it. Good times. I remember them fondly. Yeah.
Do you actually remember?
I do.
86
because you
fondly?
just get so delirious with all the crazy stuff that's going on.
How many bears did you talk about is the question. Non-subscribers, we'll see you in 30 seconds, but for everybody else sticking around, Dignitas versus Shopify Rebellion. Will we get another top 5 longest games of the year? Let's get a Twitch poll rolling. How about that? I think that'd be pretty fun for right now. Maybe they can do that for me. But I do want to highlight something that Surdy did play the Aatrox into specifically Whippo on the Scion. Had a rough laning phase there. Fudge now with this matchup. Now, it's not the same player, of course, but I'm curious what Surdy learned from that last time around and how he's going to try and adapt to the matchup this time.
Yeah, and I'm just curious to see if either of these teams are going to be doing anything early.
Is anyone curious to see if Fudge is going to be accurate with his activatable items after
I am very curious.
The golden pose. The golden pose strategy didn't intimidate them apparently.
It did not.
They ended up
All right.
If anything,
What's
it
up,
encouraged
guys?
them to engage.
But Scion doesn't buy a lot
Lower
of
the
activatable
volume
items.
just a little bit. We're waiting right now. I've got my league open and everything. We're waiting for the football jack to make the lobby, and when he does, we'll just watch over. But let's just enjoy some LTA while we.
And 6 seconds. It will be the new North American record for the longest best of 3 series.
So it is.
Wow.
It is so hard in the current age of League of Legends to beat the old records because the game, the designers have put in all of these things to try and end games with Elder Dragon. And
We said we'll do it ourselves. We're just gonna end the game for you.
they're like, surely with all of these, end game things we're putting in, we're gonna. In modern League of Legends, you don't really go that long anymore. So honestly, it's impressive that we're even that close.
These two teams are very impressive for that, yes. I think, but yeah, I don't think we're getting past 60 minutes, mainly just because of stuff like the Elder Drake, right? Like, there's so many things you need to fight around. They're just too high priority to give up.
Early hook in here from Miles. I mean, Zeus is still arguably winning this, but Ignite goes down. B-Boy does not have the cooldowns to back him up, and the autos from Tobo flashing forward. That's going to be first blood picked up by Dignitas. One more. Oh, Zeus lived! Level 2! Shopify Rebellion get level 2 earlier. Isles does land the hook. What on What in the world was that?
Oh, that's crazy.
You're like, okay, they get first blood, then maybe Shopify get their return kill on the back half. Really nice early play from Contract, recognizing.
I have to shout out Brucio from yesterday because he said something that cracked me up. He referred to a biscuit as a Mundo ult.
Yes, I remember that.
And Zeus has biscuits this year, and he eats his biscuit when he's so low, and we'll see him survive here. Like, oh my goodness, I was cracking. Because Kangas even said, "Oh wow, Zeus, arguably winning this."
Yeah.
But then he actually did it and survived, and even stuck around to throw a spear and got hooked for it. And you're like, "Oh, he's been punished." Nope.
Well, because he cleared the minions. There we go. Yeah, gets the final hit. Oh, you can see
There's like 5 HP off getting the kill. That's kind of crazy.
That's great.
And I believe he waited till after the Ignite, too. So that means less of that kill cut. But that's tough to really spot out in that exact moment. Man, what a tough play.
And that's a great start for the Shopify bot lane, right? Where they
All right. Oh, I thought it was kick back in the chat. Don't worry.
crank to be making some early plays onto the potentially squishy Zig.
Can you guys hear the stream?
So
But also, heads up for B-Boy to hit the wave, too.
Or is it like not loud enough? Should I increase the volume?
AKA biscuits in this game that were taken.
I can turn on subtitles. Oh, never mind. They're not available on the YouTube feed.
Little mini ones. Yeah. Love to see it. Ooh, Telebug
Well, let me know if there's an issue with the volume. We'll get it fixed right away.
About this mid lane matchup, because we haven't had a ton of time to fully give expectation for it. The Yone getting counterpicked by the Mbessa. Now, I have not seen this one to full effect yet, but what are some expectations? Is Mbessa just stronger immediately in lane, or does this take a little bit of time to come online? Kind of what's the theory behind this pick?
Theory is it is going to scale really, really nicely, plus has a good early lane versus Powerfox. And he's gone for the Electrocute, so it's really bursty here. So you put a lot of threat as the Yone tries to go in there. And with your ultimates, plus a Maokai, you have a lot of kill pressure too. So pretty good options there, I think. And I want to see if this Electrocute and this burst damage gets to shine early on, because those are the most fun Mbessas for me to watch. I don't know about you personally, but like you can go like the more bruisery builds, but I love like really high damage, full damage Mbessa looks, and Kenny with the teleport back here, and not the Maokai, but the Blitzcrank visits.
Another thing to point out, as is typical with a lot of Ziggs lanes, B-Boy has taken teleport as well, which, I mean, again, we talk about how Shopify do like to make those plays inside lanes. They now have 3 TPs plus Scion and Pantheon ult, so another really good setup for a lot of things they like to do. It also allowed him to get up to this top lane a lot more quickly than Tomo and Isles for this early swap to get top side prio for that first grub take.
Yeah, gets a big gold advantage. A lot of that from the kills as well, but denies some of that wave from Tomo. Has a solid CS advantage on top of the kill gold that they got. And now they're also here early for the grubs. That's the focus. Shaden's actually starting them off first.
And we'll see if Shopify are going to contest this.
Contracts is nearby, but isn't fully walking in.
Yeah, his smite there charge was waiting a little bit more. They can move in now after 2 have already been taken.
Yep.
They kind of push him out, but you saw the move up from Scion was kind of the big thing. Scion had pushed in the extra wave, and then kind of trying to bully his way over. A level 6 Scion ultimate is super scary, and so that's why Dignitas are, you know what, hands up, fine.
Yep.
We'll just take 2, and we are happy to split them with you. We don't want Fudge to come barreling down through the river at us with that. And that's why one of the reasons I love early Scion especially, because you do have a big ability to push waves very quickly, and that ult can make so many team plays for you. And sometimes it's just the threat of that ult.
Sometimes just the threat. As we see on the screen there, Kobe, your point, Kaney is getting these big chunks on the Palafox with that Electrocute. Palafox has the Vampiric Scepter early, so going to try and heal up some of that damage, but won't be able to get all of it. But eventually, once you get into the Blade of the Ruin King, that's why I see, like, Yones can take as much damage as they want. They're fine. They will just heal off of any wave, get back to full health. So Kaney does still have a lot more time to work with that.
Let me see. Blitzcrank camping in a brush, as always.
Yeah, he's got a little picnic set up. Does he have biscuits? He's got 1 biscuit. There you go. A biscuit, a potion. There, beverage, a little meal. That's all I need for a picnic.
And as we see, Shaden starting up this early Drake, which is really nice, off of, again, that prio that Kaney's been able to get in mid.
Contracts will not spot this, so that's going to be Shaden earlier to the grubs and also earlier to this dragon. Should be able to secure this one, although now Contracts is... No, he's still on the red buff, never mind.
Yeah, they had also been like spam pinging it. I believe it was the retreat yellow pings.
Execution. Palafox predicted it.
He immediately put the inputs there, so that is a lot of cooldowns earned. So the Mbessa pick, now you've got ult advantage, you have flash advantage. Like this thing is doing wonders already. So very deserving of that first pick.
Oh, looks like we got a lobby going.
Let's see if they
Does
can
it have a
another
T-code?
Because you're talking about taking a lot of abuse early, but then you get to your Blade of the Ruin King and you're fine. Well, the Blade of the Ruin King is pretty far away, and there's going to be a long cooldown here where Shopify could be vulnerable.
So it wasn't the kill, but the cooldown is big. Let's see how much that spills over into the grubs, because that's a minute 30 for that second spawn. Dignitas got 2. They won't be able to get the full 6
Alrighty.
round, but getting all 3 would give them closer towards that.
We'll swap over to the chat select when I get the draft link from Jack.
Minute 20 now on the clock. I I do expect Dignitas to try and play for those, especially knowing.
Don't worry, I will mute the LoL Esports when I start talking.
Shopify's response is going to be, I like them sending this Ziggs into this mid lane, right? And then Palafox is going to be down on this bot side
TP
for
up
now.
by the Grubs, yep. Oh, gets the cannon. Let's go, Fudge.
I think it's the first time you called him out for some like a.
Hey, you know, it's balance. It's
yeah,
balance.
that's good.
And also, it wasn't him taking turret shots last lane.
True.
But he does catch that. Will not have the ultimate available, though, for that Grub fight if it breaks out. Although it's not going to be that much after cooldown, so unless Dignitas started immediately, maybe he will actually be able to have it for that scrap. But 30 seconds does not look like Shaden's going to rush there immediately. He's actually on the bottom side. So is Contract. So both of these junglers not going to try and get it immediately off of spawn. Instead, just keeping their own economy as strong as possible.
Katie, again, every single time, goes in for the trade, pushes Palafox back. He's always going to have priority here. And then Bessa ult, like, it's not, we don't mention it as, like, encroaching on, like, a Galio or Nocturne tier, but it's pretty long. It's, like, a decent amount of long range, you know, more than your average ultimate. So if you get the priority, chunking out your opponent, getting to roam first too, get a couple seconds early lead, then you can start to make some plays there too. So we'll see the influence there that Kaney will be able to transfer to the rest of the team. Currently, though, the setup for these Grubs. All right, Maokai Blitzcrank. Let's see if we can see the combo in action.
And we get round 2 fight. Shaden is here, Isles as well. Isles actually head back towards the mid lane. When he's on vision, he's not a threat. So the fact that Shopify Rebellion saw him there means that they can walk up. Fudge now going to be the front line. 30 on the flank here. Seos is hiding in Fog of War. There goes the Maokai ultimate. B-Boy's going to try and get some damage in. There's the hook. Does land on the Seos.
Ooh.
The shield immediately as the Ziggs bomb will
Good engage.
all alone.
On our sleepy time. 30's in trouble. Okay. Kaney comes in. The Fate Seal's not going to find anyone? Ooh. Yo, that was scary. Palafox almost bit the dust.
They dealt with the Maokai Blitzcrank so well because it's really telegraphed and they saw it coming. Have that Fudge, have that Scion right in front, soak up the ulti. And then even with, like, quote-unquote, like, threading the needle and grabbing Seos instead, he's ready with the Pantheon immunity.
Yeah.
And so they're able to turn it around. Then after the retreat, they just focus up on the isolated target. Nicely done for them to get the kill. And then Palafox did get the flash out of B-Boy. So now also the Varus will be super vulnerable with no flash afterwards. So Shopify actually accruing quite a few benefits from this.
Yeah, and as we're going to see that, right? Because only Fudge gets rooted up. And like you said, Kobe, Seos, immediately is able to go there. And then, yeah, the big thing is just turning on to Surdy, right? They recognize that they can just take him out. Both TPs come in, and it just, there we go. Yeah. Getting the flash out of Tomo, which is, like you said, is going to be huge later on.
Yeah. Seeing the flash the second time around, I'm like, well, Fudge, you don't really...
Oh,
he was standing in
okay,
front
we
of
got it.
like you're supposed to.
Alright, looks like we got it. Alrighty. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's get some music on. Won't be too long, guys. Won't be too long. Man, everything's just gonna get copyright claimed, so we'll just go with some glitch. Alright, now that means it's time to show my sexy ass face! Bam! We back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that wasn't too long for y'all. And so there's no Fearless tonight, so we can expect pretty much similar comps and salty runbacks if there's no like adaptations to the bans. What am I expecting here? We're not on the new patch yet, so I'm not expecting much Lilia or Hecarim. I think Nefiri, Vi, Xin Zhao, Sejuani. 4 best junglers on the patch. Expecting a bit of contention for them. Skarner has fallen off a little bit, but has some niche case uses. Mid lane wise, I think Victor is still one of the... Victor and Talia are the 2 primo picks in the mid lane for control mage players that know how to play control mages. Other than that, we're going to see some wacky things like we're going to see Orianna and the likes of Ahri and stuff. AD carry, Varus, Kalista, Ezreal. Misfortune's been seeing a spike in play, but that's in Fearless when there's like nothing good left. So I'm expecting a lot of Varus Ezreal trades or Jinkaisa. And supports, engage all the way, baby. You know how it is. I don't want to see no goddamn enchanters. Unless you debate the support pick so hard, I do not want to see a goddamn enchanter. And top lane, well, Ambessa, Gwen Rumble, Galio, you know, the usual. Big, beefy, schlongadongers, you know. Next season is going to be pretty, like, next split is going to be pretty wild. We get the Ionia map, we get the grub changes, the Rift Herald timer change, the boots of swiftness, the feet boots give percentage adaptive force based on movement speed, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Oh. Yep. Arcasta! And yeah, the new Otacon buff, the AoE slow takedown thing for like Ionia. I don't know how that makes Ionian sense, but I mean, is what is, you know, at the end of the day. So we've given the ready check. I believe we are about to start the draft, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, if you enjoy what you're watching, make sure to drop a follow and go check out the YouTubes. We're rocking 2 to 3 videos every single day. And you don't want to miss out. Because this shit's getting better and better. Woohoo! We're also starting a new Pokemon Nuzlocke really soon on Twitch. But keep your eyes out for that. I do have to grind my Victoria skin before the end of the year, before the end of the split though, so I have 48 hours to win 10 games. I won one today, so I had 10 games left. I had 11 games to win. Alright, here we go. Starting the draft up. We got Project X on red. We got Radioactive. We got Project on blue, Radioactive on red. Let's see what kind of sauce these junior chefs have been cooking for us in a goddamn kitchen. Alright, ooh, okay, so the bans are going by quickly. I blinked and they were all done. Okay, so we got Gwen, Aatrox, Darius. We're really trying to lock down Radioactive's top laner. And we're banning Nami, Varus, Amumu. So Xayah is the first pick here on Project. I guess, alright. That's an interesting first pick, because, I mean, you can deny the Rakan, but if you leave the Rakan open, then they get a good jungle, plus they get... Yeah, Rakan doesn't really work well with Jinx, but, I mean, they could go Jinx Renata, and then kind of try to scare you off the Rakan, no? Okay. The Skarner's really good, but here, I'd go Rakan plus jungle. I'd go Rakan plus jungle, and leave your solo lanes for R2-3. So, so B4-5. Sorry, B4 and 5. 100%. Would not show my hand here. Just pick Vi or Xin Zhao into the Skarner and grab yourself Rakan. That's all you need. Okay, Nocturne can work too, but we pick Rakan here. We pick Rakan here. Please. Please, project. Please. This shit is so free. Okay, well, we're putting a lot of faith into Grojak. Grojak is gonna be one of the main carries, so we got the ball delivery combo. I figured they might have hit it in R4-5 bands, but I don't know. So here in this Radioactive should just pick up their mid laner and then blind pick support and have counter pick top. Naturally. So we got the Melio, goes well with the Jinx. Also kind of hurts the Rakan because Melio can cleanse Rakan's ult. So here we're banning Braum? Excuse me? What in Le Ciboulé, brother? No. We ban Rakan. We gotta ban the Rakan. Like, Rakan and Rel go with Zaya. Braum doesn't. Man, she throws out tiny ass. What the Taj Mahal am I looking at? Are we looking at 5 top lane bans here from the side of Project? Wait, what's left? Gnar? Garen? No. You wouldn't want to go Garen if you have Jinx, Skarner. Trying to think. Yeah, Gnar. Gnar or Rumble comes to mind. Fiora? Question mark? Okay, well, now it's gonna be the Fiora ban. Okay. So here we go. What mid lane are we playing? Okay, I'm playing standard Aurora. Now this could be a top lane Aurora because top lane Aurora does have some really good melee matchups. But it more than likely is just mid lane Aurora unless they see that top lane Aurora has a better flex and you can get a different counter matchup or whatever. So. My biggest problem with Radioactive's team is I have no way to start a fight. If Skarner doesn't get an impale, there's no one to start a fight. Okay, so we got the Nautilus to go with the Zaya. I really would have liked the Rakan. Really would have liked the Rakan, but... yeah, now we need a top laner. So we have one source of magic damage on our team. And there's already a tank, so we banned out pretty much all the AD bruisers, though. I mean, the only thing that's left is like a Gnar, but kind of counter synergistic. Okay, well, I forgot about my boy Renekton. Problem is, though, Renekton does fall off pretty hard, and Melio's Breath of Light is gonna make it really hard to lock down this Jinx. So. I have to see if Radioactive's able to play properly through that. Excuse me, what? Wukong? Into Renekton? Are we smoking crack? Why are we not just... pick and Rumble or Jax? Okay, well, I mean, is what is. We are to get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so it looks like Xavi Fizz is top lane. I hope the players are all players. I mean, it feels like they are. Here. Alright, here we go. We in that Champu Selezione. So, I like what Project here have. On the other hand, Radioactive have like the Wukong Aurora kind of wombo. I don't know how the Jinx Melio fit in this, because normally when you draft a hyper carry, you kind of want to draft Peel, and Wukong Aurora definitely not good Peel. So there's no real like, oh, okay. So I guess the mid lane and the jungle are gonna swap? Question mark. I doubt it's like Aurora jungle or something. Maybe the players just didn't place themselves. But keep in mind, there's about a 3-minute spectator delay before we're gonna get to see any of the god tier action. So if you gotta grab yourself a little bit of Wawa or go get some popcorn or whatever snack you got in the garde manger, make sure you go grab it. We're taking a long time to check our runes. It's not just Aftershock. Alright, here we go. 10 seconds until the 3-minute delay. We're gonna... Hopefully we get through skin roulette. Would be nice. Ba, 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 da, da, ba, ba, da, da, ba. Alright, time to mute up that music, and we're gonna switch to the in-game overlay in just a second. Won't be too long. Here we go. Should be popping in pretty soon. So let's get that skin roulette going, guys. Alright, here we go. What beautiful skins do we have today? Please no vanillas. Goddamn, please no vanillas. We got Black Frost Renekton, Ravager Nocturne, Orbiana, Cosmic Desire, Abyssal Nautilus, Arcane Enemy Jinx, and Battle Academia Wukong. Damn, 3 vanillas! Man, what's wrong, Radioactive? Was there no budget meeting? But God God tier. Props. Props to Project X. 5 skins. 5 out of 5. PTR Renekton is interesting. Normally we see a lot of Conqueror. Okay, so B and Kazuha just forgot to swap places in the draft. So I'll fix that in the overlay for you guys. Real quick once we get into the game. Can we get into the game? Ooh. Alright, please write. Don't tell me spectator failed. Come on. Be nice to me. Oh, god damn it, right. Really? No. Okay, we try again. Alright, please, come on. Just let me get into the game. Let me in. Oh. I have a loading screen. We have the blip. Are we good? Was it just a player disconnecting? Please. Come on. You got this. Come on, Riot Games. It's the semifinals of a regional league, right? You can't do this to me. P10. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's see. Do we get a gamer's pause, baby? Nothing so far. Okay. Looks like just someone had a turbo potato PC. Alright. We got green v blue. We got ourselves 4 teleports. Electric versus Phase Rush in the mid lane is interesting. So Aurora's gonna do what she can to get kill pressure on Grojak.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And I expect Jarvan and Kazuha to be farming quite a bit. I'll be one hando. Alright. Oh, we have picked up an Oracle Lens here for Kazuha.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, it's gonna be a blue side start for Kazuha, and we're probably starting at the chickens here for Jarvan. Alright. So, early lane wise, Renekton should have a lot of fun with the Wukong. And I think Xayah and Nautilus are going to be much stronger than Jinx Melio. Ooh, they haven't come out of the fog yet, unfortunately. Ooh, nice dredge line. Bit of damage onto Melio. That is the strat. You kill the healer. So then that way you can kill, if you always focus the enchanter in an enchanter lane, because the enchanter, well, their shields work better on not themselves. Ooh, Jack taking a pretty big chunk from the electrocute. Ooh, nice super mega fire kick. Ooh, that's a nice stretch line. You are mine, taking a bit of a chunk. But Melio, very good with the shields. They don't cost much. And they give her a little bit of damage. So Mr. Gigi just looking to have fun. Gonna get hit by another Super Mega Fire Kick. Is it Super Mega Fire Kick or Super Ultra Fire Kick? It's Ultra Mega Fire Kick. Wow. Alrighty. Okay. We're gonna catch out Emilio forcing a shield, but Nautilus gonna be Geeky's gonna be a little bit worse for wear after that, taking a lot of damage. And yeah, Victory right now is having a little bit of fun. Has to be a little bit careful because Skarner is nearby. The Conqueror has proc for Wukong, meaning he can start winning the trade. And Your Mind gets rooted up, and that's gonna be first blood given over. Now Zavi, Zavi can forcefully force this Renekton out. Unfortunately, using the Ruthless Predator on the clone really hurts. Miles unfortunately gonna be missing a little bit of CS, but Jix having died and is gonna miss most of these waves. Really good start here. Let's flicker the money no me real quick. About 300 gold off a off a BF sword. And Kazuha looking to find. Ooh, but Jarvan might be in a bit of trouble here. Kazuha is gonna kill. Okay, the Ultra Mega Fire Kick is gonna land, but the hook is like a lollipop. It's just gonna work. Zavi Fizz and Kazuha get away with murder. Unfortunately, Nocturne pre-6, no items, not the most useful champion. Skarner still has a lot of CC for a champion that doesn't really do much. And while Wukong gains insane health, regen, and armor, so AD champions are at a disadvantage when fighting him in an extended trade. Okay. So far, B3, 349 is a little bit late on that CS. Down about 2 waves. Is doing a good job chunking Grojak. But Grojak hasn't even taken a recall yet. So he's probably got that legendary lost chapter in mind. Unfortunately, Victory once again stunning up the clone. Okay. Victory takes a good chunk here. Of course, when you start with a longsword and a Doran's Blade, and your opponent comes back, ooh. Victory did not need to dice over that second time. Only needed to use the slice, and he would have been okay. Okay, looks like Victory wants to take a recall. And Mr. Gigi gonna be able to hold the wave so that way we can deny even more XP and money from from You Are Mine. That level 6. Ooh, double flash top lane, but unfortunately, Zavi having the assist credit on the Nocturne kill means that he was going to hit 6 a little bit earlier. And now Renekton with no flash, no TP. That's gonna be a big wave he's gonna miss. That should be, I want to say that's plated steel caps for Wukong. Oh no, he's just gonna get a Sheen. Okay, so going Triforce first as expected. Kazuha is starting the Dragon, and we have Jarvan starting up the Grubs. Oh no, just. Actually, yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he is doing the Grubs. He's just trying to cut the Grubs. Still no recall yet. Gojak might be in a little bit of danger here. Does have his Catalyst, so he is pretty chunky, but we're looking to run interference. Ooh, nice use of the Warrior Trickster by Zavi. Wasting the Nocturne ultimate. It is a pretty big cooldown early. And with that Sheen, he does do a little bit of bonk damage with the crushing blow. pretty powerful ability. Oh, another turret shot for victory. Ooh, a fight starting in the bot lane. But now victory down to about 20%. It's not looking too good. But Xayah wants to take a recall. Has a good chunk of money, 2,500 gold. So that's going to be almost an Essence Reaver picked up here for the Xayah. That's going to be Cull, Pickaxe, and Caulfield's Warhammer. Just looking pretty good there. Caulfield's picked up here for Renekton. Probably looking to get a Sundered Sky as his first item. Either that or an Eclipse. I think, given the team he's facing, I think Eclipse might be a little bit better, but it will make him a lot squishier in terms of fighting this Wukong. That should be a play going down in the top lane. And okay, the Dominus has been popped. Okay. Okay, Xavi on the worst end of that trade. Doesn't have the Cyclone anymore. Your Mind getting his recall canceled. Kazuha is looking to make a visit here. Okay, well, Kazuha going to use the Shell Impact through the wall, but unfortunately not going to be able to find what they wanted. Oh. Return gank. And we're just gonna throw rocks. I know Xavi really needs to be careful. Ooh, looks like a fight is starting on two fronts. We got the Shell Impact coming in, but the Impale is not gonna find what it needs to find. And that's Wukong who's gonna be going down. No summoners burned bot lane. It looks like it was just the standard I want to fight you, so I'll fight you kind of fight. Jinx almost has her Yuntal's Wild Arrows, so that's really good for her. And okay, well, it's going to be Wukong missing out a decent amount of XP here, but still up about 900 gold on the 900. Wow, okay, yeah, that's a pretty big lead. And now Renekton should be able to finish his boots. No, not gonna opt to do that. Instead, getting boots 1 and a long sword. Gojek is having fun in this mid lane, drawing a 20 CS lead. Nocturne also almost 30 CS up, and Xayah in a good place right now, so Project doing pretty good. It's one objective to none. Grubs are about to spawn. Nocturne probably really wants to finish his Ooh, Hexblade is the first item here for Nocturne. Okay, the Dominus comes out, but unfortunately this time, victory a little bit worse for wear. Those plated steel caps really putting in a lot of work. Your Mind getting caught out, but the Ultra Mega Fire Kick putting in a lot of work. The Zap not going to find its target here in the bot lane. Looks like Kazuha looking to get something done here bot lane, but there is a ward. Nocturne... yeah, that's going to be Nocturne soloing the Feats of Warfare. The Ultra Mega Fire Kick used up already. And now we get the Nautilus ult on Jinx. And, yeah. Well, that's the Nautilus ult used up, and we didn't really get anything out of it. But that is going to be 6 grubs to 0. As it feels bad, man. Skarner is down 1,000 gold already, and no dragon to our name. Okay, well, we are one objective off getting the feats of strength, and that's gonna be really, really useful against Wukong plus Jinx. Mr. Geeky gonna take a little bit of fire. Looks like Skarner is just the CEO of full clearing. And that's Kojak flashing in to confirm the auto attack. B does have access to the teleport, but it looks like Skarner just wants to make sure. Okay, we get a nice impale, but there's no turret aggro, so there's no damage that's transferred. And yeah, that's just gonna be the feat of strength given up. Ooh, and that's Zavi taking a 1v1 victory. Yeah, the lead's a little insane for Zavi at this point of the game. Unfortunate for victory. But Kojak is a little too tanky to get killed by this Aurora that has no items yet. And we've got the Nocturne ultimate coming in. The Ultra Mega Fire Kick is gonna find. We use the Breath of Light trying to get away, and now Miles is looking to find something, but Your Mind loses their flash and then dies. So it's unfortunate. But even if this Renekton doesn't snowball super hard, Aurora is behind 1,000 gold just naturally because more CS and stuff. Yeah, Wukong's done a good job putting some vision in to try and get some bully points on this Renekton. But this Zaya working towards the second item already. Oriana working towards the second item. And Nocturne just being kind of huge for this point of the game. The Skarner hasn't really had any impact, hasn't really had any ganks that have meant something. But 349 here gonna miss out on another bloody petal. Okay, Kojak gonna dodge the Ishtail impact, but we have the Paranoia almost available. And now the Between Worlds gonna be used. 349 has to be a little bit careful. The Aurora ultimate goes in the weirding, and then that's Geeky taking, but that's a 3-man impale. However, Victory has rotated. And yeah, I mean the wave is frozen against Victory, so there's not much he can do there. But yeah, this Aurora not really working out too well. Mr. Geeky might be in a bit of trouble, but he doesn't seem to be taking much damage from the Jinx. And Kazuha really trying to not lose a turret for free. So forced to stop farming every time to go babysit the mid lane. So looks like Malignant is finally picked up here for 349. It's gonna be up to this Wukong to see if he can do something, because right now none of his teammates are actually doing anything. Now Cozy Campfire was used up. Ooh. Ooh, okay. We're gonna miss a... Ooh, wow. Jinx getting taken pretty low here. Geeky still has the flash if he wants to try something. And that's the Fed Wukong just... ooh, Nocturne might be in a bit of trouble. But Kazuha doesn't have his ultimate, so... Fortunately, that's bot lane getting pushed away. And a 2v2 win because, well... Nocturne just kind of does damage at this point of the game. Is 4-1. And 349 gonna try and interrupt Jarvan. But that's also first turret going over to Zaya. Another 1,000 gold. That call is almost done, so that's gonna be another cash in. So we're looking towards probably... I think we're going Flicker Blade second. I'm not too sure. Could be going IE, but... I think we might just get the... Yeah, that's the Rift Herald, and we can probably use it to break open the mid lane if we ride it, because we got the 10 grubs. Jinx doing what she can to hold up in CS, but unfortunately, yeah, it looks like Flicker Blade is going to be the next item of choice here. And, yeah, things are looking pretty grim right now for the side of Radioactive, because they don't really have ways to start team fights. Like I said in the draft, without a good Skarner Impale or a good Cyclone, you're not really ever fighting. And do you really want to engage on an Orianna, Nocturne, Xayah? Like, that just sounds like AIDS, honestly. Your mind gets rooted up once again in the mid lane, taking a decent amount of damage, but Melio showing how good the sustain is. Okay, Zabi taking a decent amount of damage, but ooh, that's a lot of damage onto Victory. Gonna have to be a little bit careful. Looking to find something, but that's the second dragon. We've got ourselves a Chemtech dragon here. Nocturne's gonna be able to get the priority for the Scuttle Crab, while Kazuha is I think Wukong might be able to take this turret because of Triforce. Yeah. So Wukong, ooh, the Ultra Mega Fire Kick, unfortunately. And now we got ooh, Geeky, why are we driving away from the turret? We got 6 grubs. We really needed the charge. Okay. I feel like that was a little bit of a faux pas here from the side of Project X. You know, we could just start the dragon, right? We don't need 9 people to do dragon. Okay, Mr. Geeky looking to get in. We've got the Paranoia. There's no shockwave here for now. But the Jinx is going to get traded. And Miles does a lot of damage. Kazuha in danger. That's another kill. Now, Renekton able to get onto the Wukong. And yeah, that's going to be Orianna with the couple level lead here in the mid lane. And game number 1 might just be over. Looks like Project X might be making it to losers finals. So the loser, they'll be fighting the loser of DME Flextra and Love It. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's gonna be, yeah. They're gonna face the loser of the winners semifinal match between Love It and DME Flextra. So the road doesn't end here, and they've been playing well. Unfortunately, a little bit of bad Rift Herald driving, but I mean, maybe it's just the nerves. This is semifinals, so you want to make sure you get game 1 off good. And so far, outside of Victory kind of like having just a really bad laning phase against a Wukong, yeah, he's just gonna get run down by Wukong. But we're at a point in the game where this Nocturne is a little bit too strong. And that's gonna be Kazuha trying to find a play here. We're just looking to open up that top lane. So Amikilyu and Kazuha looking for action. And that's going to be an impale just on the Nautilus. But that turret is going to go down. And Kazuha now is going to be the one eating all that damage. And yeah, Gojak is so fed that he can definitely 1v1 the 1-4 80 carry. And that's going to be... this looks like Ruinous. Is this Ruinous or Raven? Nah. This looks like Ruinous Otacon. So it's Ruinous Otacon. We've got ourselves a Hextech Soul, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Yeah. And now we're gonna get so much extra XP and adaptive force. And there's just not much that we can do here. We didn't really draft, cause you drafted partial wombo combo and a hyper carry. But if you draft wombo combo, your AD carry has to be wombo combo friendly. But you drafted Jinx, so you could have just drafted front to back, but you didn't draft front to back. So now the Jinx doesn't really have any appeal to stop this Renekton or Nocturne from jumping on her, and the Orianna is so fat that when the Shockwave hits, that's 50% plus, 50% or more of the HP from your mind that just instantly goes missing. Plus, the bot lane didn't really go too well for the side of Radioactive, so things are pretty keck W at this point. Now Kazuha might be stuck once again. There's a blast cone, but gets rooted up. The Impale is gonna find one, but Nocturne is just gonna be able to kill the 349. Is gonna take the Hex Gates, but not much progress made from that. Even Victory isn't too far down now. Only a 600 gold deficit when he was down 1,000 plus gold earlier on this game. Nocturne is huge. Orianna is huge. I don't know. I just don't think the Aurora Wukong Skarner works well with the Jinx Melia. If you draft Hyper Carry, you need, to play around your Hyper Carry, because that's the whole point of drafting Hyper Carry. Okay, we're going to kick the Golem into Jarvan, dealing about 200 damage. But Kilyu has to flash over the wall here. And that's going to be Soul Point here, taken in just a second. We've got Dragon spawning in 30. I mean, they're relatively playing it super safe. We don't need to be playing it so safe. They are really, really powerful right now. There are some late game elements. Gojaki is level 16. Holy tamale, bro. He does so much damage. Just a single Q. A single Q did like 400 damage. Honestly, I think Gojak wins the 1v2 versus You Are Mine and 349. I don't think he loses that. But once they get this Hextech, I mean, Xayah almost has an Infinity Edge, which is insane. And we're working towards, like, what, a Rabadon's Death Cap for Orianna? That's an insane power spike. If it's just a Shadow Flame, it's fine, but a Rabadon means that Shockwave might just kill Jinx. Like, that combo just one-shots the Jinx. Because, yeah. Emilio now getting, I think he's, I don't know, like an Ardent Sensor or something. But, I mean, the Jinx doesn't really have a place to auto-attack anyway, so it's a little bit unfortunate. It's a draft gap, but, maybe they just weren't on the same page when they were drafting. Because the Wukong picking the Renekton didn't make much sense, but I think what this team needed was like a proper way to engage, because the Wukong had to like win his lane to be able to be a good source of engage, but because Wukong was only up like 500 gold at the end of his laning phase anyways, and this Nocturne's up 3,000 gold, and it just, at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. Here, we're gonna throw the Dominus. And now the Eclipse Shield is just enough. Okay. Victory does flash away from the Ishal Impact, so they got that, but I mean, they're trading the Flash of Renekton for a Baron. Which is pretty damn good if you ask me. Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket gonna try. And that is an objective steal from You Are Mine! Jarvan, why are we doing Baron without Smite? You know there's a Jinx! Damn, okay, that's crazy. That's an extra... yeah. Okay, well. I don't know how much it'll change, if I'm to be like really honest, but at least they'll be able to push out these waves without too much threat. But I mean, the fact that Aurora is down like 4,000 gold and you picked this matchup, There are plenty of champions that shit on Orianna, but you picked Aurora specifically. Every mid laner was open. And you picked Aurora into Orianna. And yeah, you took some good trades like levels 1 and 2 or something. But you really had to get more done because the soul of magic damage dealer on this team. And I think, hey, thank you, Shodas, for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We're casting the GGL Losers Semifinals. The winner of this match is going to face off against the loser of Flextra and Love It next week. Game 1 right now, and so far Project X are making DH look like a fraudulent organization. At least with the Barons, Abby's able to get some turret pressure maybe, but the paranoia comes in. We've got the shield here, we're forced to flash away, and we got another dose of the Cyclone, but Nocturne is just huge at this point. And there's just nothing that we can do. Geeky here, gonna find Kazuha, gets XL impact it away, but Zaya in a chokehold is a dangerous companion. Looks like we're trying to get it on Geeky, but he's so tanky. He hasn't even used the lock and active yet. And now we got the Between Worlds from Aurora, and 349 just gets exhausted, has to flash over the wall to get away. Yo, what's up, Shodas? How you doing? And here, go Jack. Just threatening you are mine. Has a death cap, really doesn't care. We're going to steal away the blue buff. We're going to take the Hex Texel in 40 seconds, and then we're just going to end the game. Unfortunately, this Wukong counter pick and this Aurora counter pick, not really working out too well. I think DH have a lot to learn when it comes to drafting, because so far I'm not impressed from what I'm seeing from the side of Radioactive. Because this Hex Tech Soul, we almost have 100% crit Zaya, and if you've ever felt the wrath of an 80 carry with a Hex Tech Soul, brother, you ain't living for long. Nocturne about to finish there. Okay, Gojak might be in a little bit of danger. There's 4 people looking to take out. Okay. It looks like we're going to have to invest the Skarner ultimate, but we don't have the Skarner ultimate! Oh no! Okay, we burned Gojak's flash, but he's level 18! What are we doing? What is this? Alright, we pick up the War Marchers here for Zaya. She's getting really scary. Almost has that armor pen item, so that Skarner's going to start melting like some hot butter. Nocturne picks up the cleaver. Renekton working on his third item. Gojak has about 1,000 gold, so not really going to be able to get anything new. But, let's see. Can we just group and end? Like, I know this is low elo. But can we please just group and end? We need to end the game. I think that, to be fair, this game feels unlosable from this point, but you never know. Okay. Pushing the waves in. Getting the Between the Worlds. Gojak here might be in a little bit of trouble, but that's a beautiful shockwave. Nocturne is not in range to go in, and that's a big shutdown onto Gojak. Honestly, I think Nocturne just goes in and assassinates the Aurora. I think the game just ends. And here, Victory just gonna take an inhibitor turret for free. Not gonna get punished. They don't have enough damage to try and kill him, so it's nice that they gave Jinx about 900 gold. It about ties up the 80 carry score. But You Are Mine has so much work to put in. And yeah, that's just the Fed Zaya, and like, what are you gonna do? Plus, we got the teleport Top from, ooh, that hook line. That hook line, 349, thanking the gods there was a minion in front of him. Because, oh boy, you know what would have happened to that Battle Bunny. Served like a fresh batch of combies. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Alright, well, we're getting the push in. Jarvan is getting a little bit low. Okay, so we are gonna force Jarvan to flash away, but that's Kojak and Victory just taking an inhib. I think we just group as one, use the Renekton ult, whip Nocturne to force a teamfight win. The game just ends. Like, we are up 10,000 gold. There is no reason we should be playing this scared. I think maybe they're really just waiting to try and get the Baron. But at this point, you know, the game would have been over had we had Smite for Baron. Kazuha now in a bit of danger. Gonna get rooted up. And yeah, that's the jungler just down. Are we really doing Baron? Do we have to? I mean, we don't have any pushing lanes, right? So... okay. I mean, there is a Super Mega Death Rocket. But do they know? It's not gonna matter this time. Alright, it's looking at Miles. Miles has enough money to finish their build. So let's just get in. And alright, let's just group up. We have Orianna. Orianna doesn't have TP. But let's just group push bot. Let's go Jack push a lane. Because it doesn't matter, he's up an entire item plus. Okay, Kazuha gonna find victory here. Get a Heartsteel stag. We're gonna throw him into the wall. We're just gonna dodge out of the way. And I'll go Jack here. Really big wave in the top. Okay, well that should just be the end of the game. Yeah, there's this. Oh. Ooh, okay. Unfortunately, we did not wear our glasses. Ooh, Jack is gonna get taken down. But, fortunately, Wukong's gonna get taken down. And yeah, that's just gonna be game one. So, Project X gonna go to match point. Played really, really safely, but kinda got everything. You're mine. A miracle Baron steal, but unfortunately didn't really do anything. Closed the gold lead by like 2k, but they were already down 10k at that point, so it just did not matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to match point for Project X. If the draft doesn't get any better, I don't even see the point of playing game 2. Because it's not going to change anything. Okay, so it looks like we've got DH. So this is the draft for you guys to see. Because soon we're going to get the draft link. Because my chat doesn't work like it always doesn't. So it looks like we have Radioactive here on blue side. These counter picks really didn't work. Maybe we got a better first pick. The Jinx wasn't that bad. Had some nice ults. Had some good follow-up in team fights. But the thing is, we didn't draft a team to do front-to-back team fights. We drafted we want a wombo with Aurora and Wukong, but then we drafted, early on, we drafted Wukong, we drafted Melio, Jinx, Skarner, it just wasn't gonna work out. Here you go, I've got the draft link, let's get that music back up and running. Alright, here we go. The draft has started. Alright. So far, it looks like we're getting the same bans we had from game number 1. Okay, exact same bans. So, what is Radioactive looking to get early? Okay, so it looks like we want to get Zavi on something that actually does something. But early picking the Camille? Alright. Project just gonna run it back. Just lock in the Nocturne Oriana. It doesn't matter. Well, Jack won the lane real hard. Jarvan had no trouble. Okay, we're gonna lock in Set to play against the Camille. A little bit of a rough matchup, I'd say, for either. I want to say it's a skill-based matchup or something, so, you know. Okay, the Viego makes a lot more sense than the Skarner, but I personally probably would have just taken the Sejuani to have the gank pressure for the stun and stuff. Okay. Oof. Okay. Echo here. All right. Interesting. We've got Echo mid, Camille top. So now we have no tank. So how are we winning team? Okay. So if we don't kill them at the start of the team fight, do we just lose? Okay. I mean, Vex against 3 Dash champions. That's pretty damn strong, you know? Alright. We're going to be banning Jinx and Tristana away, taking the Xayah away from Miles. Miles did play pretty well, not going to lie. But, not going to lie, Geeky was kind of clean with that Nautilus. Ooh, okay, so we're just looking to ban Miles at Aphelios and... Okay, man, we must really be in a different elo. Holy shit. When these are the first 2 champions that come to mind for an AD carry to play? Oh, yeah, bro, man, we're in the Schlag, bro. We're in the Schlag low, bro. People just making grocery carts out of, like, empty banana peels and duct tape. At this point, I don't even know what to say. Alright. We're just gonna pick the Jhin. Alright. Now take the Nautilus away, but now this Jhin, very helpful. You can just sit in the back and start firing some shots while the front line is soaking up all the pressure. Okay. We're debating what we're going to be taking here for the AD carry. Well, we kind of have a balls blazing team, so okay. I don't really like the Caitlyn, but can't really take like Neela or Samira into Vex. So also just getting outranged by Jhin is kind of cringe. So I guess they're gonna do what they can to hold their own, but yeah, the Braum kind of ties this hodgepodge of je ne sais quoi, you know? It's kind of crazy. All right, well, we are done the draft, so la bam bam booey. We got the Professor Sycamore theme. Shit's bussin'. So what do you guys feel about the draft? How are we liking it? Are we more Radioactive or Project X for this one? Because I feel like Radioactive just saw G2 play and they're like monkey noises, you know? Like they're like, new Donkey Kong game's coming out. Hey yo, let's go, bro. Once again, people have not placed themselves. Okay, no worries. I'll do the work for you, but I can appreciate Project X, placing themselves properly to my behest. Gives me less work to do as a caster. Allows me to just cast the damn game instead of doing that tech support, you know? So I don't know. There's strong early lanes for sure from the side of Radioactive, but it feels like they put themselves on a clock that's like, my brother, if we don't win this in 20 minutes, it's kind of Jover. But Nocturne without Orianna, a lot less good. But Jarvan looked kind of clean with his fears, had really good paranoias, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. 3-minute spec delay, of course. So let's just see. Camille does a lot of true damage, so there's no real tank that she has to worry about. And even if she plays against the tank, she kind of just rips him to shreds. The squishier you are when you take true damage, the faster you die, just saying. I want to see this Caitlyn go crit. I don't want to see this Caitlyn go lethality, because if you see this Caitlyn go lethality, bro, she's just not going to do any damage. But I don't want to see Kazuha on the YOLO crit build. I kind of want to see him more on the Bruiser Viego build. Just because they kind of need some HP to front all this true damage that they're fighting against, you know? That Braum has true damage on his auto attacks when there's the proc stun. And if Set ever gets going, boy, we've seen what Poro and many other players do with a split pusher. They look at a turret and it goes, Yamata Kudasai, step bro, I'm not stuck in the washing machine anymore. And then it explodes. So it's like kind of crazy at the end of the day, but inshallah, we're gonna get some goddamn good content. It was bloody as fuck, but it felt like a one-sided Rwandan, like the Rwandan genocide, then a Captain America Civil War kind of movie. I was like, well, why am I casting this? Someone told me to cast this game, bro. Like, this is just visual torture. But the one redeeming thing I'm hoping for this game, we do not randomly drive Herald into the wall, and we also do not start Baron without Smite. The only two mistakes I feel, well, outside of some positioning errors or whatever, that they made, I think other than that, it's going to be a pretty bloody game. But I would like Kazuha to get involved, because he felt like an NPC last game. He ganked, but it never did anything. He never burnt a flash. Burning a flash post like 30 minutes, who cares? If you can't capitalize on it, it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's get into the game. Please, for the love of Jesus and everything that is right in the world. Load on the first time! We've got ourselves the skin roulette, ladies and gentlemen. What sexy skins do we have now? And did Radioactive get a better budget? We've got Strike Commander, Camille, Arcane, Commander, Caitlyn, King Viego, Arcane Firelight, Echo, Astro Nautilus, Obsidian Dragon, Set, Red Version, Nocturne, Dawnbringer, Vex, High Noon, Jin, and LT, Grey, Brom! We got 10 goddamn skins, let's go! And we're rocking. Ooh, okay, 349, not taking the teleport. Means that if he doesn't kill this Vex early... 1, 2, 3. Alright, so put you here and switch you there. Okay. So, what this means, we got Electrocute, Ignite, Echo. So, Kojak also has Electrocute, so he can do a decent bit of damage. But that means that 349 has to get an early kill. Because without TP, you ain't split pushing. You're not a champion that's got a global, so you don't have that excuse. Like Shen, Pantheon, Nocturne, TF and stuff, you know, you don't got a global way to get in. Ooh, the double fear here. Okay, that's a decent amount. That's a decent amount of chunk damage, and we got a ward on the red buff. Went Conqueror on Viego, so I'm not expecting YOLO crit. I may kill you, might be in a bit of danger. Okay, oh, he comes back in. Okay, I don't think we should start this fight. Level 1 Nocturne, a little bit useless. Ooh, that's a decent chunk before the laning phase starts, so that's gonna be Viego starting on red. And Nocturne starting on blue. Alright, so we got bot side starts for both junglers. We got blue v red, and offensive starts all across the board. Okay. Let's hope Victory can have a little bit of a good laning phase, because if at Kemi, we've seen Zeus with like 27 kills in the LCK on Kemi. Shit was a little crazy. Oof. The Winter's Bite not gonna proc. A reminder that if you're within like the middle parts of the hitbox for the Kemi W, I think it's the tactical protocol or whatever, or the tactical sweep, she does heal a percentage. Ooh, the Ignite on Kemi is huge. But there's no flash, so we can't commit. And if there's one thing you gotta learn about Zed, is the lower his HP, the faster he regens it. He's like better early Mundo. Okay. Kiki taking a bit of a beating, so at least this time you are mine and I may kill you. Actually putting up a little bit of a fight. It felt like that they kind of just gave up hope last time. No. Ooh, okay, nice dodge out of the way by 349. I think that fear would have done a decent amount of damage. Probably electrocute, and then kind of. Oh. Okay, the level 3 is hit by Set, but now he's getting really low. Oh, unfortunately, that's going to be first blood over to the Caitlyn, and Zabi going to be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, okay, well, Kazuha putting in the work, and that's going to be the feats. Ooh! Miles with the edge sway, baby. Nice outplay by the Jhin in the bot lane, but Viego and Kemi getting off to a good start. Actually, 349, low on mana, and Down about a wave. No ignite has been used in this mid lane. Okay, that was a really good haymaker. And okay, Camille went grasp to be able to. Woof! Woof! What? Hey yo! Set just one, bam, 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 boo! Sky uppercut, baby! Alright. 349 not taking a recall. It's kind of crazy. But down almost 20 CS at this point. The teleport is down now for Camille. Oof. Now we're just looking to try and catch up some XP that the Caitlyn made us lose early. Okay. Shigeki down a little bit on XP because he did die early in the laning phase, but it looks like we've got Collector versus Collector in the bot lane. And not a fan, I'll be honest. Okay, well, Zabi with a nice assist, getting over the wall. I don't know why Jarvan was so greedily trying to counter jungle, but this Camille is off to a really good start, and it might give us just a game 3 straight off of that. Already has the Hextech ultimatum. Ooh, okay. Okay, the recall getting interrupted is huge. But, there's not much of a lead here so far in the top lane. We're working towards that Triforce. Mr. Geeky doing what he can. Gonna use a stand beside me. Oh, if we had used our 4th shot on I May Kill You. Oof. Yeah, Mr. Geeky not playing too well this game. Fortunate. Played so well during that Nautilus game. Yeah, Victory has to leave. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, just gives the kill over to Kazu, huh? Okay. Yeah, a little bit too greedy for the wave. Really didn't need to int there. But yeah, 349 once again having another NPC game. Yeah, gonna take about half his health from a bad trade. Okay, well, Victory able to clean up. Down a little bit of gold, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Your mid laner is up quite a bit. Okay, Mr. Geeky gonna get caught up with I Will Kill You, but we have to be careful. Kazuha went the I want to assassination you build. Has a Dragon Slayer, so it's gonna have good consistent DPS, but no Triforce means... I mean, hopefully he goes Triforce, because... Uh-oh. Fortunately, Zavi Fizz gonna take his lead and just throw it in the trash. Still up about 300 gold, so it's not that bad, but we are getting way too greedy. Oh, we went first strike on Caitlyn? Ooh, okay. That's gonna be pretty bad for the mid game. Vex looking for a roam. No, just restocking on the honey fruit. Okay, well, your mine does flash to get away. We missed the Vex ultimate, so we don't get a reset on that. And yeah, we're sitting on like 1,600 gold.
Busted heads.
Precision is the only standard that matters.
Okay, Mr. Gigi is gonna find 349, but has to be a little bit careful. Okay, and Zavi gonna get taken out again. That's 4 deaths already. That's pretty big. Okay, Miles able to hold his own.
Fancy a treat?
Oof. Yeah, your mind taking quite a bit of damage.
Something deep inside me.
And yeah, that's gonna be Grubs taken. Oh, okay. And Shin with that execute, gonna be putting in some work. Once again, the bot laners are fed. And we're ganking this set quite a bit, but we're not really. I mean, we're up 200 gold after like 15 ganks. Fortunately, Gojek may have been off more than he can chew. And 349 finally gets on the board. Still down 500 gold after this. Is that a plate take? Oh no. Okay, so we just took 2 grubs instead of taking 3. And yeah, victory getting zoned. Oof. That's a lot of damage. That's a good chunk back though. Oh, screen's gonna freeze for a second. And we're back. Okay, I mean, Savvy does a lot of true damage, so. Jack's still up about almost 40-ish gold. Mr. Geeky gonna get caught out by the dredge line, but we got the paranoia. We're getting in on Caitlyn.
Turret plating will fall soon.
And that's I May Kill You probably going down as well. And Miles on a rampage. And Victory taking a W in that top lane. And yeah, Radioactive, unfortunately, kind of going to the Shadow Realm. And Set has a few grubs, so, you know, Set does a decent amount of grub damage things. Okay, well, that's a nice shutdown going on to Vex. And we've got the second dragon. Jhin is at parity with yeah, is at parity with Caitlyn, about give or take 100 gold. And the Nocturne gap is closing, plus now oh wow. An entire turret was just taken. So this next objective is gonna matter a lot for it's gonna matter a lot here for Project X, because that will be their if they can get the next the Rift Herald, that will be their feats. Okay, the Paranoia into the bot lane. Miles here in a bit of danger, fortunately. Caitlyn ults. Oh, we went IE first on Caitlyn. Okay, that's not bad. The Rocket Belt used to interrupt the recall, but Victory kind of just winning the trade. And Yarmine not going to be able to capitalize on this Caitlyn damage. Now we got another BF sword here in the pocket. Miles is just racking up kills at this point. I know the Nautilus isn't worth much. Wow. Okay. Angle Jack is yikes. Yeah, 349, really racking up the NPC points here in Radioactive. Kazuha gonna be scared off the objective, so that means that's gonna be the feats of strength going over here to the side of yeah, that's gonna be the feats just going over. Kazuha is so squishy. Ah, he's going lethality. He's going collector and stuff, so that explains why he took so much damage. Not building any HP. There's no one that can take a hit from this Vex or this Jhin. So, actually, not much that Radioactive could do right now. They need to turtle up, but they picked such an early game comp that they kind of had to win the early game. Down almost 3,000 gold. And, wow. Okay, well, I May Kill You is as squishy as the rest of his team. Oh. Okay, a nice stand behind me. The Paranoia going in here. Wow. Okay, well, Bojack with the reset. Nautilus being assassinated by his Caitlyn. I mean, Echo here is gonna get a turret, so that's cool and all, but yeah, things are looking pretty damn grim. Now we're just gonna start denying this Viego resources. Yeah. Set is just chilling in the top lane. No real worries in life. He's gonna get himself a, I think what a, oh, he just used the Herald, okay. I mean, yeah, the Herald did a lot of damage to that turret, so like 2 minions on that turret and Set just takes it. Let's see. 600 gold. Probably looking to get a Tunneler. My guess is that we're getting a Hullbreaker. There's no reason for this Set to group. He should just build, yeah, he should just build to win the side lane fights. So, Ankle Jack here. Gonna claim another turret. And, yeah. Oh, Bojack might be in a little bit of trouble. We're so fed, it just doesn't matter. And yeah, I think the game's just over. This is a massacre at this point. It just doesn't matter. Gold Jack and Miles really putting the nail in the coffin. Okay. Woo! Nice combo right against the wall so that the Kami couldn't intercept that. And yeah, we're just gonna take a recall and yeah, this set is huge. It has to be a little bit careful because the Viego's probably coming. Kaza really looking to get some money. Okay. Alright, Geeky here. Okay, we're starting the paranoia. Ooh, that's some really good damage. And Mr. Geeky gonna block the ace in the hole here. And yeah, it's just we lose a 5v3 by the way. And we're just giving up we're just giving up turrets. One single Q electrocute did like okay, so it took 3 people to kill Gold Jack, but you are mine. Unfortunately, gonna be taken down, and now 349 in range of the paranoia, and that's just enough damage. Yeah, the Eclipse, this Nocturne hurts, man. He didn't go Stride Breaker, he didn't go Black Cleaver, so he's just got raw damage at this point. And yeah, this Kemi first pick, not really working out too well. We put a lot of effort into ganking, but I mean, is there a reason why we didn't just lock in the Sejuani to make sure that during the ganks we kind of always won the 2v2s? Because, yeah, now Nocturne upgrades his boots, doesn't care about the enemy team anymore. Echo doesn't do any damage to him anyways, so it just doesn't matter. Victor here has stolen the blue buff. And we went Death Cap's second item on Vex. Wow, that's crazy. That's so much damage. I thought we were gonna get a best of 3, but I guess it's just gonna be 2 best of 1s because this is looking like murder. Murder she wrote. Well, to be fair, they had a better earlier game. Ooh. Yep, it's so early, the Baron's not even up. It spawns in a minute, so we're just gonna take the Otacon, and yeah, at this point, I don't blame you guys for leaving. It's hard to watch. That is literally just G2, but worse. Alrighty, well. It's Ruinous Otacon, so now we're gonna get even more XP. We're up, yeah, we're up a couple levels in every lane, so That's a little scary. Nocturnes, and it's an Infernal Soul in 30 seconds. Okay, yeah. If you thought this team did damage, wait till they get Infernal Soul. Because if Viego again took some grubs. That was cool. It was more than last game. Last game there was no objectives. Kojak here, I don't think should be scared of Kazuha. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, they have objective bounties that they can try and work towards, but... Okay, Miles uses his flash here. But, yeah, that's a dead Echo. No flash, no ults. Yeah, that's Kojak just annihilating Kazuha so he can't get into the pit. Fears him. The paranoia coming in. We're going to dodge out of the way of the Shadow Missile. And Nautilus still just channeling his recall while Caitlyn is getting run down. What am I watching? Hey, Zavi doing his best to get some money for his team. That's a little bit of money, but there's still like a 9,000 gold deficit. And now we're going to go find this Kemi. Oh, the screen freezes for a second. And she got stunned up. And... yeah, now back to the Baron. That's the mid-inner also just taken by Kojak because he can. Oof! The fear interrupting the stun, that is so cool. Yeah, that's Baron Nashor. We're back up to almost 12,000 gold! They're right about one thing. This is definitely the losers' semifinals. But there's only one team that's losing tonight. Level 16 on the Nocturne. That's insane.
Well, look at you.
Is Caitlyn gonna be able to clear the way before the turret goes down? Okay, so only half of the turret HP's left. And yeah, sorry. I wanted to check for myself. Overlord's blood mail, plus now we're working on the Serix gauge. Okay, yeah. I'm surprised Vex still doesn't have 3 items. It's the most CS in the game. Good KP and stuff. Even took a decent amount of turrets. I guess just, yeah. Okay, there you go. Waiting to kill that frog. So that's probably Shadow Flame and... yep, that's Shadow Flame. Zavi forced to E over the wall and get away from Jarvan, because at this point, sadly, Kemi is too far behind.
Where are you going?
Okay, victory here, looking for a play. Oh, Jarvan might be in trouble. Okay, we killed a Nocturne, but Kemi gets annihilated. And then the rest of the team is just... okay, well, Caitlyn's clearing mid while the rest of the team getting annihilated. Congratulations to Project Red for making it to the losers finals. They'll be playing the loser of Flextra versus Lovett this week. Well, when we'll know who they're playing when Lovett and Flextra play their match this week. Hopefully it's gonna be like Thursday or something. But yeah, this was a dominating 2-0. 25,000 gold lead over the course of 2 games. The challenge was... the games were annihilated. Let's just check in on that damage graph real quick. 5,000 damage Viego. Oof, man, getting out damaged by the Nautilus, that must feel so bad. We've all had those games. that were like, you know, GGL players, but like this was just a massacre. There was a really good play though at the start when they caught out Nocturne invading the jungle, but I mean then Xavi just kind of started trolling some 1v1s, and like it's cool that you're killing the set every time, but you're also dying every time. He has as many kills as you have deaths, and you have as many kills as he has deaths. So sure, you killed him 3 times. Congrats. But I think we needed to play like there was a little bit more on the line. It felt a little, you know, Harambe sauce. But let me just throw in my YouTube real quick. It won't be too long. My channel. A reminder for those interested, if you did not watch the entire stream or would like to watch more casts that I have done, feel free to check out the YouTube channel down below. Multiple uploads every day. Shorts at midnight, regular upload at 10, and a bonus upload at 6 a.m. if there's one. But that's going to be it for me. I'm going to peace on out, and you can expect this video up tomorrow morning, either at 6 a.m. or at 10 a.m. So you'll be able to watch it for lunch if you're going to work. Thank you once again to all the Giga Chad watchers, and we'll see you tomorrow for Eternals TFT tournament that we're casting, and then Tuesday we've got, I think, the ISM team has a game at I think 8 or 8:30. So those are the next 2 casts, and then we'll see what else happens during the week. But all right, you guys take care now.